time to spend so long. I mean, so much time to spend on looking at things that didn't move, right? Okay, with that in mind, let's go. So usually I will start from the monthly chart. Okay, so this will tell us whether how we should trade for the month. Okay, so now we are on 29 September. Basically, Monday is the last day of the month, right? So, would we expect to see this candle, the September candle, to look any different from what it is right now? I would say not quite possible. It means it can't be that far away from this shape. What I hope to see is price close above this. Okay, so take note, left chart is technically the Nasdaq futures, right chart is ES futures. Okay, so ES very likely is going to close above the August candle. Whereas for NQ, a bit more suspicious. You don't know whether it can really close above August candle. If it does, it will be good. Good in what sense? Higher prices. Okay, so this will be one thing I'll be looking out for when Monday close. That means when Tuesday I look at the chart, what will it look like? Okay, so that's it for the monthly chart. That's what I hope to see. So moving on to the weekly. So the week just ended. Okay, and one thing that we are noticing is that you can see that both NQ and ES, okay, ignoring the one below here, both NQ and ES actually closed within the high of the previous week. So when price actually wick below the high of a candle, the first interpretation will be lower prices. Okay? So if it's lower prices, then, well, what I'm saying is that we might be seeing some form of, not say a reversal, but more like a retracement in the next week. Okay, so don't read further than this. Okay, this is the first thing that I can see, and I think this is the most significant thing. For here, there's nothing much to see on the left because we are near all-time high on this December futures. Yeah, for NQ, there's more things to see on the left, yes. But I think on monthly, we already see what we want to see, and then for weekly, it's closing below. To prove that it closed below, let's draw this line over here. You can see that, yeah, the close here, looking at the top left, is 20193. Over here, the high shown here is 20203. Right, so it obviously closed below. So if it closed below, that means it wick above here, expecting lower prices. So if I go into my own analysis, monthly, hoping to see that ES and Q both close above August 24 monthly candle. Right, weekly. Last week, relative to, because right now we are doing this as though that is 30th September week already. Okay, last week, bracket, 23rd September, weekly candle, close below 16th September weekly candle. Hence, expecting lower prices for the new week, for this new week. Okay, simple as that. Don't go any further. Okay, one thing I like is that actually price actually pierced the middle of this candle here. Okay, this is significant for me. Okay, this actually supports the narrative that price can go lower from here. Okay, so that's it for the weekly chart. Let's move on to the daily chart. Keep it simple. So one thing that we can see here that is quite interesting. Okay, interesting. one thing we notice is that this candle, Friday's candle, didn't really close below this Thursday candle. Likewise for ES as well. So both didn't close below the Thursday candle. So what does this mean? Okay, it means one of two things can happen, right? Price draw the low of the Thursday candle, it can go back higher. How much higher? All the way higher, or at least until the middle of this Thursday candle. Both are possible. Okay? Or price is going to continue going lower either way. Okay? The likelihood between these two, based on what we analyzed so far, is since weekly already showed that it closed within the 16th September weekly candle, right? Then my expectation is actually bearish on weekly. So now on daily, you're asking me to choose between bullish or bearish. Because if this close within this one and you're expecting higher prices, that is bullish a bit. If not, if I'm following the weekly, which is the higher time frame, then I'm also bearish. So between bearish or bullish, I'm picking bearish. Bearish until where? That is the question. Yeah, for now it's too early to say, right? But my lean is still towards bearish. Bearish for daily chart, despite being 50-50. Why? Because week one is the weekly chart leans towards bearish. That's the only reason. Here. Okay? So just based on these three time frame alone, I'm leaning towards bearish. Okay. But is it worth going lower time frame? I would say yes, definitely. It's always good to look at lower time frame. Okay, so let's drop to the 4-hour chart. So you can see actually on Friday, right? The range of the whole day is pretty much within this candle here. Okay, let me draw it out. This candle here. Okay, you can see the same over here, right? In fact, for ES, it did almost everything within this candle, right? NQ a little bit different. NQ already went lower and hit the low of this candle. But let's take a look at what's important. You can see that over here, it also closed within this candle low. Same here. Wait, this one different. Sorry, this one only draw the high and then go to here. Right? Between these two, my expectation is I hope to see ES go lower like this first. Okay? Then what it do at this point will be how we will analyze it later. Okay, whereas for NQ, since already touched the low, if everything works out well, it will actually go something like maybe like this, and then go higher, back into the middle point at least, hopefully. Yeah, but either way, it will be safer to analyze everything again after ES opens, and then we see what it does. Okay. So if I can add one more, 4-hour and ES drawn, it's NQ drawn, it's yeah. So usually when I draw a range like this, right? So what is the range? You see how I draw my feet from the high of this candle to the low of this candle. So I'm expecting price to play within this range at the moment. So we have a high, we have a low. Okay, if price touch the high of the range first, then my next expectation is can it go lower and touch the opposing end of the range? So the difference here is ES went up first and then now it's coming down. Whereas NQ, it didn't even manage to hit the top here and then it started going down already. So between these two, I would say NQ is weaker, ES is stronger because ES failed to go lower, right? ES went higher and then dropped. NQ tried to go higher but failed to touch this and then start dropping. So strength wise, weaker, stronger. Okay, knowing the strength doesn't really matter, but it's just something that to take note of. Okay, looking at this, okay, question becomes, where can price go? Because it's not enough to just know that, oh, price can go higher, go lower. So if on the weekly chart it shows that you want to go lower, how much lower can you go? So one thing we would like to do is to do something like this. Okay, if I draw it like this, you can see that one expectation is price to draw this 19953. That's one way. Otherwise, price can also go to the middle point of this candle here. Okay, and what price would that be? Let's see. Oh, pretty close, right? And then we add the price label. Let me add the price label here. You can see it could be 19866 or 19953, or even this price over here, the middle dotted line, which is about, I guess, about 19883. Yeah, same thing for ES, right? It's either I'm aiming or hoping to see price eventually coming to the middle point of this fair value gap, okay, which is about what, 5724, or the high. So this is target 1, this is target 2, and then the middle point of this will be target 3. Okay, which will be, let's see what it is. Like this, right? It's about 5733. Yeah. Once price reach those levels, then we analyze again and see where it's likely to go. Yeah. Okay. So overall, the analysis for this week quite short. Expecting price to go lower. Okay. How is it going to go lower? Is it going to go lower immediately? Like straight away the moment Monday open, then we straight away see it drop? I think not quite. Okay, what I think can likely happen, not a guarantee, but likely happen, is given that NQ already draw the low, we can see that price might want to go higher first. Right? How much higher? I mean, it can be as high as this and then drop lower. Okay, that is one possibility. Okay. Yeah, that could very likely happen, especially for ES. ES can likely go back all the way up to maybe even here, like here. This will be a level that I'll be interested to see how price react. Okay, let's see. Okay, of course, one thing I never fill in here, seasonality. So again, what I usually do is I open my own record. This is a picture that I screenshot from a YouTube video from ICT. Yeah, so usually I just look at it and see, okay, now we are on the it's exactly the last day of September. You can see that it's slightly bullish, and then going into October, looks a bit more bullish than bearish. Okay, just know that this is the returns of a calendar year for S&P chart. S&P futures. Yeah, so they basically plot. I think the blue line means 15 years, and then the red line means 25 years, something like that. Oh, sorry, rephrase. Blue means 30 years, red means 15 years. Close. Okay. course, there are different versions of it. I think not so important. Generally, the shape. I mean, you can see that it's generally upsloping because I mean you always know that price typically, I mean like equity market typically goes up over time, right? Hence, of course, we will expect the average of the past few years or how many years that we're talking about to be what this 20 years range to always be bullish, right? But what is more important is looking at individual month. What's the tendency? Like what is this chart telling me? It's telling me that hey, we should expect to see March to have a turning point, right? We should expect to see that June tends to be a bearish month. We should expect to see that July tends to be a bullish month. August tends to be sideways. September, like a mid-month reversal. Yeah. So this is just a rough expectation. It doesn't necessarily need to hold true. But example, if you actually do see that June dropped a lot, right? It actually kinda insinuate that hey, if I see a short setup somewhere in June, in a month that is predisposed to be lower based on history, yeah, maybe it's good to go short in June as opposed to trying to go short in July. So that's how I will use this. Okay, I think with that, there's nothing much we should do. Okay, so we already said that we are looking to be bearish. Okay, so let's do last day of set might be bullish. Going into week 1 October is also slightly bullish. Okay. One thing that we will cover as well is narrative for the week. So we think that price is going to be bearish, but the question becomes, how is it going to drop if let's say I am bearish? Okay. So for this, it's kind of tied to like what I expected to see for Monday to Friday. Okay. So going back to the 4 hour, you can see that Friday is pretty much a chop. Okay. My expectation is Monday to carry on the chop from Friday, unless price shows me something. Okay, so expect chop within the 4 hour RC. That means this one. I expect price to go low. I mean now you draw the low already. I expect price to play a bit and then go higher. Likewise for here. So I know it looks like it's going to drop lower already, but I think price can actually go higher and then come lower again. Okay, so it's still playing within this range first. Tuesday, we have a news at 10 a.m. Okay, so this is all the news that we have for the week. So the first news that I'll be more interested in is actually Tuesday, and then Thursday, and then of course Friday. Right. So looking at this, I expect Monday to just be a bit more choppy. Tuesday on news, price might go higher one more time, then go lower, or whatever. Okay. So So at the end of the day, I expect Tuesday to draw the high of Monday and then close as wicking above slash doji. Wednesday could be expansion low. Thursday continuation from when? Continuation as in continue going lower, right? And then Friday, because this is a high impact news. NFP is not 10 a.m. sorry, it's 8:30 a.m. So it's high impact news. You can see that actually price will go back into a place that we are anticipating it to go back to. Okay, where is that place? Let me take a quick look. Okay, let me see trying to find out how low should price go. Okay, the weekly chart. That's the monthly, right? Monthly low being drawn by this. Okay, price went up, close above this candle, good. Then it started to close below this candle, but it managed to fall back up again. So bullish, bearish, bullish. Now expectation is price to only come back again once more, and then it's going to go higher already. Okay, where should it draw? Oh, that's a tough question then. That's a really tough question to think about. I would say this is the main range I'm playing. So when price draw below here, I will have this one to play with. Okay, I mean it might be a bit ambitious to expect price to go as low as this. I mean, although on a certain degree I expect price to come back down to here at one point in time before going higher, hopefully. Okay, but I think it has done what it needs to already. So I think the reasonable spot is here. Yeah, like these candles range, that would be a reasonable spot. Like example, this price close here, right? Open, maybe somewhere this week it will come back somewhere to here, and then maybe chop a bit, and then second week of October go higher. Yeah, this is likely to happen. Okay, this is my main plan for the week. Is there a counter plan? Well, it's going to be surprising maybe to see the price close even higher, starting from Monday or Tuesday, just keep going higher. I wouldn't say that is likely to happen. It can happen, but not within my expectation. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I think what I will get wrong is likely the day that price will go lower, because I'm expecting it to go lower from this news. Okay. It can delay. That means I expected the reversal setup to show somewhere in here, and then Wednesday really start dropping. Right? So it's a significant day. The significant day is on Tuesday itself. Yeah. And then Friday, since it's a high impact news, yes, price should move more, but since it already go down quite a bit already, what it's probably going to do is just set up for the following week to go higher. Yeah. So my counter plan is I might get the high of week wrong. Let me get the high of week. I get the day of high of week wrong. Main plan is Tuesday high of week. However, can be Wednesday high of week instead. Okay. If price goes lower right now in the first week of October, then it's actually more favorable to go for a bullish October. Okay, but if price really want to drop lower, it can really drop into this candle that I talk about. Yeah. Okay. So that is what I hope to see, and that's it.